Hi, welcome to the Improved Garage. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button. It really helps me out. So today, we're going to be talking about the new M18 dual battery vacuum. It just arrived, like literally FedEx just brought it. Of course, a day late because it was FedEx, but it just arrived. So it came in a large overpack box. This is what the unit's box looks like. I purchased the version that has the part number 0920-20, which means with a 20 at the end, it always means it's a battery-less configuration. I did that because I have about 10 of these batteries and I just really, it was $300 instead of $700 because it only included the unit itself and no batteries. So I will be testing this out with a pair of XC 5.0 batteries. I do also have a pair of HD12s, and I'll possibly do a test on that at a later date when I see what the longevity of these is. Here's what it looks like inside the box. It's got the unit itself in an overpack bag. You can just kind of pull this bag off. There's a giant handle on top. Just grab that and pick it up out of here. And then we've got a hose. Extension, piece of cardboard, pieces of cardboard, a cart, looks like that, two accessories, and that is all. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is we'll just take this cart and we'll attach the unit to it so we can see what we're dealing with here. It looks like this is the front, this is the back. There's a Milwaukee logo on this side. So there's like these tabs on both sides. So really this could fit in the cart either way, but it seems to make more sense to go this way. And it locks into place just like that. To release it from the cart, there's a little foot pedal and you can pick it right up off. So if you were transporting it, loading in a truck, something along those lines, and didn't want the cart, you could do that. The cart has pretty nice casters on it. They're probably a 3-inch, it looks like. 360 degrees, all 4 of them swivel, and there are locks on all 4 wheels, which is nice. Keep it from rolling away on you. It looks like right on the front here is where you would put your batteries in. It says that 2 batteries are required, so this is going to be just like my lawnmower, where it does not function without 2 batteries. So those snap right into place, and it will accommodate anything up to an HD12 battery. This bay is very large for that, so you've got a lot of room here. They just remove easily, snap right in easily. Nice construction. So let's take a look at the back side of it and what we're dealing with here. There's like a strap on the back, so we'll play around with that in a minute. So there's a latch here that opens outward, both sides, and there's not one on the front or the back, but there is a strap here. So this just lifts off. We can see the motor head here has a large filter in it. The filter is a 49901978. They do make different filters for this. They do have a HEPA filter and just a regular dust filter, and I believe this is a wet dry. Yeah, wet dry vac, so they'll have a wet filter as well. Can snap that into place, put that back together. Let's take a look at our accessories and our hose. So we've got 2 of these extension tubes. They've got like a nice rubber seal on the end of them, which seems pretty cool, just to not let any air leak out. There are only 2 of them, but they're in total about 4 feet in length. So these are like 2-foot pipes, which would be comfortable for me to do, you know, say a floor or something along those lines with them, and not have to bend down. And I'm 5'10", 5'11". There is accessory storage on the back, so we can stick these in here. They go in like that. It looks like, yeah, these only go in one way. So there's accessory storage for those. There is also a crevice tool. It's pretty large. I would normally like a smaller crevice tool. We'll see if I can make one of my other ones fit this. You know, this has the the very large head on it. It would be a little bit harder to fit in, like when you're doing some automotive detailing. It would work well for like picking up the dust around the edge of a room if you were a contractor doing like drywall work or something. And then there is like a floor tool as well, which we'll test out with the Swiss tracks. All of these tools can go here. One thing that I do like, and I don't know if you can see it well on camera, but they have on the cart, see how the cutouts have like three different circles? So you can actually use smaller tools or larger tools and they'll fit in that tool tray, which is kind of neat. So here's the larger tool from my big Shop-Vac. That fits right in without an issue. Here's a smaller tool from my 1¼ inch. That fits right in without an issue. So this can accommodate a bunch of aftermarket tools as well, which is kind of neat. Most vacuum manufacturers assume that you're only going to use the crappy tools they give you in the box. I guess Milwaukee just assumes that you're going to use whatever works best for your job, and they want your tool tray to be able to accommodate it, even if it's not one of theirs. So the hose itself is about 8 feet long, maybe 9. It has this locking end on it, which is kind of interesting. I've never seen something like that before. It's cool from the perspective that it's unique. It's probably going to make it difficult to put an aftermarket hose on here, but it does remove from the hose. So if you did get a hose of the same diameter, you could install this collar on it and screw it in. So it does seem like that would work. Get that nice and tight. Okay. And then to lock this hose in, it goes in like this, locks into place like that. And this hose does swivel inside that locking collar, which is nice. So it doesn't appear as though it's going to get bound up. It looks like they built some hose storage in here. So you can kind of bring it down here. It snaps into place like that. And then there's like a little thing on the back. I don't know exactly how they, I think it's like this is how they want you to do it. And then there's like a strap back here to kind of lock it into place like that. There are other tie down and attachment points on the body of the unit. There's some here, 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 here. So it looks like if you had maybe a Milwaukee accessory pack, like a, what are they called? There's the pack out containers. You could somehow strap it to here. There's like these little tie down points, which seems interesting. This strap appears to go here, but it doesn't really stay there very well. It's pretty easy to pop out, but maybe it's not supposed to do that. All right, well, let's find something we could try it out on. So here I've got a floor mat from the Mini. It's not very dirty because these are pretty new, but we'll just try to clean this up and see how it works, see how the noise level is, see what the suction is like, and if this is a viable option. I will say that I've been trying to figure out what I want to do for a vacuum for a while. I have a Rigid, and I also have a Rigid and I have a Craftsman. The one I had to set up for wet, and the other one I had set up for dry. And I picked up a Mighty carpet extractor the other day, which really replaces the wet version. I'd been looking at Festool. Festool makes a really nice corded vacuum with a sustainer kit. I really liked that that was cordless, that you could actually power it on, power it off from here. And I also looked at wall mount, doing like a wall mount vacuum system. But I determined that having a cordless, if it was powerful enough to do what I need it to do, a cordless would be far more convenient because I could just use it anywhere. I could take it with me, I could move it to a car, and I wouldn't have to drag a cord around and plug it in and all of that stuff. And if I was going to do a vacuum that was cordless, Milwaukee is the only one that I would consider doing because I already have the Milwaukee batteries and I just don't have any interest in going into a different ecosystem. So this has settings 1 and 2. Do setting 1. Setting 2. It does have a lot of suction. I was just thinking, before I get this started, I want to see if I can put a bag in it. I do like having bags in my dry vacs because it keeps me from having a giant mess. And there is a drain in the side of this as well. Okay, that seems to fit. This is a pretty standard, it's a B size bag. It's universal for like Shop-Vac and Rigid and a couple other companies. Let's try this out, we'll see how it works, and go from there. Milwaukee probably makes their own bag. So you can see the mat is clean. It even picked up the dog hair and other things that were on it. Like I said, this is a pretty new mat, so it's not the best test, but I got my Mighty yesterday, so I used that on a bunch of things, and I don't really have much that's dirty. Okay, so let's try some other tools. So I have this as like a pretty universal flat tool, so this does fit it. These are available at Lowe's or Home Depot. It's a pretty standard thing. This one does not. This is like a pretty standard car nozzle. I think this one came from a local detail shop here. Just the fit is a little loose on it. Doesn't mean it can't be forced, but this one though, this is the one that you want for crevices. So it doesn't, it goes in and it appears to fit, but it can kind of go into infinity almost. I think that they make an attachment. Yeah, so if you use one of these reducers, that's the ticket right there. Makes it a little big, a little cumbersome, but this has the flexible head on it, which makes it really easy to get into cracks and crevices. You can fit under seats really well, and you can get it kind of like in the lines between your seat and your center console, or your seat and the edge of your car. But yeah, that fits great. I don't have any air leaking out of here. Yeah, so this is definitely usable. I have a pair of fully charged 5 amp hour batteries in here. We're gonna see how long it lasts. All right, so we just let this run until the batteries went dead. It has a pair of 5 amp hour batteries, Milwaukee, like actual Milwaukee XC 5.0 batteries, pair of them. They were fully charged, fresh off the charger. So this has 2 settings, setting 1, setting 2. Setting 1 I found sufficient to vacuum up my mats, to clean up things. Like, it worked very well. Setting 2 had a little bit higher pitch whine. It's obviously working a little bit harder. But what I just did was I let this run on setting 1 with this stuck against my mat so that it was so there was resistance, right? So it's working as hard as it can. It was just stuck like that. I think the only way that it could work harder is if I put a piece of plastic over the top of it. On setting 1, it ran for 19 minutes and 54 seconds before shutting off. That was after I vacuumed this mat, so reasonably we've got about 21 minutes of runtime, which should be more than enough to tackle just about any job, honestly. I noticed a pretty big change in pitch, like the actual pitch of the sound, around the 18-minute mark. So I'm guessing that that's where the suction started to drop off, but this stayed stuck to my mat, and it was like, you know, you saw the video, but it stayed stuck to my mat right until the end. So I think that the runtime is sufficient, and this could realistically replace a corded vacuum pretty easily for most people under most circumstances. Now for me, I have like 6 or 7 batteries. The XC5s aren't even the biggest ones that I have. I could run this thing all day probably, charging batteries while I'm running others. You can charge one of these batteries in about 40, 45 minutes. While this was running, I took a look at the Milwaukee website. So this is a 9-foot hose. They make a 16-foot hose, which is about 70 bucks, depending on where you buy it online. Also make dust bags for it. A 5-pack is 40 bucks. So about 8 bucks a bag, but they're 9-gallon bags. I would expect they'd last you quite a while. The same bags last me quite a while in my Rigid vacuum. The filter that came with it is what they call a high efficiency filter. They do make a HEPA-certified filter, which is $35. That again is also available as an accessory. I would probably just wait until I need a new filter anyway, and then I would buy the HEPA one myself. Other than that, it's pretty awesome. It works really well. They make some accessories with their air tip collection. So one of the things I was looking at is they make an accessory kit. It's like 120 bucks, but it includes a flexible crevice tool like this. It includes a brush attachment. It's more like an auto detailing tool. They also make just a flexible crevice tool like this that's red and has the same rubber end on it. And that is $20 online. And that fits the 1 7/8 inch hose that this has, which, like I said, this does too. It fits inside here very snugly and works just fine. Or if you're using an adapter like this, then it also works with that. I don't like shrinking all the way down to 1.25 inches when the inside diameter of this is bigger than that. So I would prefer to use it this way, I think, myself, which also makes your hose, your rigid end a little bit shorter. But yeah, I mean, the thing is really nice. My first impressions are it's really, really nice, well built. It seems to be another high quality Milwaukee product. I've used their single battery solution before. A contractor that I work with on a regular basis has one, and I've used it a handful of times. And I haven't been impressed with that. I mean, it just is what it is. It's a small, not very powerful vacuum. But this is definitely better. So it looks like I can wrap up the hose pretty well. There's, you know, obviously accommodations for the accessories. Like I mentioned, even this thing that it didn't come with just fits right on there and works just fine. So if you didn't like the tools that the Milwaukee comes with out of the box, you can totally put your own in there. Yeah, so that's really it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll post links in description to this and where I got it and, you know, kind of all of that stuff. Obviously, if you buy it from my links, it does help me out. It doesn't charge you any additional, but I get a small percentage kickback, you know, for any purchases that are made using any of my links. So I appreciate that if you can do it. If not, then I understand that too. So thank you and have a great day.